Day 697 being Christopher Cruz. I feel so good right now, which is crazy because before this call, I was just feeling off. I was just like, I was just feeling off. I didn't read the Bible this morning when I woke up, and I was just feeling just a little off. And now I feel great, and it's just like I'm learning for me personally, it is so important that I just stay connected to God. It's so important that God is at the top of my totem pole of priorities, and that the focus of my energy is pursuing God. Because when I am pursuing God, I feel incredible. I feel inspired. I feel like I'm transforming. I just feel happy. I feel connected. I feel incredible. And when I'm not connected to God or pursuing God or when I'm focusing on things that just don't matter, it's just a completely different experience of life. It's such a dull experience of life. It's like a black and white experience of life. And then, it's like, then when I'm in pursuit of God, or I'm having conversations about God, or I'm talking about God, or I'm, reading, about God or anything, it's just life goes from black and white to color. It's like that scene from Wizard of Oz where Dorothy, the house gets picked up by the tornado, and then it crashes down, and she's in the house and it's black and white, and then she opens the door and then it all goes into color. And it's like, those are my two experiences of life. Like, without focusing on God, without consciously living in alignment with God, or trying to live in alignment with God, or without consciously giving God my energy and effort and attention, life feels black and white. It just feels kind of dull. It just feels kind of gray, just eh. But then the moment God comes into it, it's just like, wow, it's all in color. So I think God is showing me the difference. And it's the difference between existing and living. And so many of us, we're just existing in life, and we're existing because we are not pursuing God, and we're not having that kind of relationship with God that sets our soul on fire. So it's just crazy, and I tried to sit and kind of meditate, and I tried to do this, I tried to do that, and it was just it wasn't really clicking. And that coaching call helps so much, surrendering to God, trusting his plan. It's hard for me. It is just hard for me to let go of that control. It's hard for me to try to see, how this is going to work out. It's challenging for me to fully surrender. It's like I want to build something so badly. I want to have my business up and going so badly. I want to be speaking on stages so badly. And it's like, I don't even have time to do all this. Or I do have time, but the way that I'm living is just not using my time to the best of its ability, staying up late, waking up just in time to get to church on time, and not having those mornings, to be with God, or to work on things. I have the time. I absolutely have the time. It's just crazy because, after I got all these clients, I was like, oh man, this is just going to take off. This is just going to, here we go. And I thought I'd end up doing my internship at church less. I thought I even might walk away from it, because it was like, I'm going to be so busy. I'm going to be flying around, speaking on stages, doing all this stuff. And that's what I was thinking. And little did I know that I'd actually be doing my internship more. They would add another day of classes, and now I'm 4 days a week. And it's just like, all right, then I have less time to work on my business now. And on top of that, I'm being given all these leadership roles. And then I just, mentioned to our campus pastor that, I would, if I did anything in ministry, I'd either be speaking or directing, leading the internship. And, he got super excited about, me leading the internship. And it was just like, oh man, what did I get myself into? But this is where I got to trust God. I got to trust God's timing. And that's all I was talking about with my last client, because she struggled with trusting God's timing. And I'm just like, man. And trusting God's plan. Like, what's going on in my life right now with my business and with my church is like, this would not be the plan that I would have picked. But in my heart and soul, I know it's the best plan for me. I know it without a doubt. The fact that I'm there now 4 days a week, like, in my heart and soul, I know that's exactly where God wants me. I know it. Even though I don't want to be there 4 days a week, I know it. I know I'm meant to be there. And God's working on me. And so it's just this deep inner knowing that he's got me exactly where he wants me, and that I'm not ready to have that business that I want. I'm not ready to lead that group of people yet. Like, I just know it deep down inside. And he is like stopping me from prematurely creating something that I'm not ready for, or creating the wrong thing. If it was up to me and I launched League of Lions 2 months ago, I would have created the wrong thing, completely the wrong thing. And I'd be standing here right now like, I have to end it all. I got the wrong people in there. I'm talking about the wrong things. I set it all up wrong. Like, and so, yeah. Surrender. It's challenging. And I need a haircut. I always need a haircut. Yeah.